In early February, temperatures began plummeting in the central United States, setting up for one of the most dangerous winter months in a generation. Frigid polar air locked its grip on the high plains, dropping wind chill values into the 50s below zero. As the extreme cold pushed temperatures below zero in the south, the impacts only got worse. A preview: freezing drizzle causing deadly interstate pileups in Fort Worth and Oklahoma City.
Whoa! Look at that!
The main event: a relentless stream of western waves plowing across the country. From February 9th to the 11th, an ice storm stretching from Oklahoma to Virginia brought up to 3/4 of an inch of ice. Another low quickly followed from the south, bringing more ice to the mid-Atlantic on the 13th.
It's been a cold, wet, frozen day here in Richmond, Virginia.
Meanwhile, on the West Coast, the next storm in the series brought an unusual sight to Seattle and Portland: 6 to 12 inches of snow and 7/10 of an inch of ice. As that storm dug south, thunder snow in Arizona. By Valentine's Day, Texas temperatures were setting up to be the coldest since 1989. The country watching with the greatest coverage of winter storm alerts on record, waiting for a historic bout of winter weather unlike anything the South had ever seen.
We've had icing problems off and on in the region for the last 24 to 36 hours, and now we're starting to get into the brunt of this major winter storm.
Snow and ice piled up in Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Alabama. Accumulation pushed as far south as the Gulf of Mexico.
Never thought I would be talking about snow this close to the ocean. You can see behind me here the pier with all of that white covering.
Between rolling blackouts and crashing grids, millions of customers lost power for days. Residents in multiple states were urged to boil and conserve water if they had access to it at all. Warming shelters were the only way for many to stay safe as temperatures remained in the single digits.
The Red Cross is hard at work to open up over 80 warming centers throughout our region. We've helped so many folks, but there's so many people who still need help.
The storm pushed north, bringing relentless snow from Tennessee to Chicago to the northeast, as yet another blanket of ice enveloped Kentucky to Pennsylvania.
Serious ice.
While millions were desperate to get back on track, the next winter storm came crashing into the south.
Notice how the roads are still packed here. We still have snow, and that additional round is only going to add to those totals.
The 17th and 18th of February, more snow, more ice, more deadly impacts. Interstate 40 in Arkansas was a complete stop. Interstate travel around Shreveport, Louisiana, was completely closed off.
Several inches of sleet on the ground on top of ice, so it's kind of like trying to drive through sand and ice underneath.
From bursting pipes to the struggle for heat, impacts of these storms will be felt for months to come. For WeatherNation, I'm meteorologist Steve Glazier.